the Boston Red Sox. They're going to have to address some issues this offseason. This was their first season without David Ortiz, which obviously was a huge, gave them a lot of power on their team also. How much should the Red Sox focus on hitting in this offseason, Dylan?
A lot. You know, what they lost in Ortiz leaving was something that obviously goes beyond the numbers of just power hitting, the clubhouse presence that he brought. But they saw a lot of their stars regress a little bit. When you look at the year Mookie Betts, Jackie Bradley Jr., Xander Bogaerts, they all need to be better. But to fix that power outage that they had in Beantown, there's some pretty good free agents that are available. Look for Boston to be active and go after a Jay Bruce, go after a JD Martinez. When you look at first base right now for the Boston Red Sox, how locked in are they with Mitch Moreland or Hanley Ramirez playing first base? Do you go out and get an Eric Hosmer who's going to be a free agent? All of those guys, I think you can slot into the middle of that order, especially a Bruce or a Martinez, who are known thumpers, who have had big late stretches in the regular season and postseasons as well. And that's something the Red Sox are used to having, big, powerful offenses over the last couple decades. So to not have that, I fully expect them to address that in free agency.
And let's talk about their starting pitching. Chris Sale is obviously a Cy Young contender, but their other starters were looking a little average. Should Boston try to address that in the offseason?
Yeah, I think so. You know, they've got Sale, and the big issue here, the big question mark, that elephant in the room is, what kind of David Price is going to be a Boston Red Sox pitcher from here on out in his Red Sox career? Because when you pay him north of $200 million, you expect Sale and Price to be that 1-2 punch that's going to deliver you division championship after division championship and have you contending for the World Series each and every year. Price had a miserable year with injuries, with ineffectiveness, and now being relegated to a bullpen role. He's got to step it up. But if we assume Price is Price, and Sale obviously had a great first regular season with Boston, not so hot in his first Game 1 start, but, you know, he took the loss tonight as well. Drew Pomerantz is a guy that there's something there. Rick Porcello, there's something there. He was last year's Cy Young Award winner. You know, whether you look at Doug Fister, they picked up on waivers and was tremendous for them after they picked him up. I could see them getting one more starter. I don't think you got to go crazy. I don't think you got to, completely back the Brinks truck up to get some incredible starter. Go get Jake Arrieta. Go get Yu Darvish. Now, that would supremely help things and make life easier on the rest of those guys in the rotation. But really the key here is David Price. Because if David Price can be that guy that you paid him to be, then Pomerantz, Porcello, and everyone else slots into their natural spot in that rotation. I expect them to go for a big bat and prioritize that number one, a thumper, a Jay Bruce or a JD Martinez. Beyond that, the second priority, I think, would be to add one good starter. Their bullpen was really good. When you look at all the guys leading up to Kimbrel and then Kimbrel, pretty solid. Maybe a little tweak here or there. You can do that in-house. But that second priority, I think, would be for a mid-level starting pitcher to slot in behind Price and Sale.
Yeah, the Red Sox are close. I mean, it seems like
they won 93 games this year.
Yeah, their regular season. And people were saying they're going to win the World Series. So they are right there. So you talk about getting that hot bat or the starting pitcher, and maybe we see the Red Sox in the World Series next year, Dylan.
Gosh, I hope.